Well, hi guys, and a hot topic in the Philippines right now is certain celebrities and their love triangles. Let's talk about that, shall we? And what I think happened with this is there wasn't any distance involved in this relationship. It wasn't like they were separated by thousands of miles and she started cheating or anything like that. No, everybody was nearby in this thing. And what I think happened was it was a case of boredom set in. And the problem with celebrities, and we see this all the time with celebrities have a lot of options. And not like me and you, where, we don't have really many, say, romantic options, shall we say. We have a partner and we stick with it for life. We stick with the person for life. But in the case of celebrities, you have people every day that flaunting things at you because, hey, you're a celebrity, you're famous, you're popular. You're going to have people propositioning you all the time. That is probably a really bad thing when you're dating a celebrity. You're always going to be watching your back because there's always going to be 20 or 30 or probably hundreds of people that also want to date your spouse. Let that sink in. You have a lot of offers coming your way when you are a celebrity. If you cannot resist that, and it's clear in this case, this particular person couldn't resist that, cheating happens. Simple as that. If you can't resist it, if you don't have the strength to resist it, it's not a mistake, it's a conscious decision. You make the conscious decision, you cheat, and you get in trouble. That's as simple as that. And in that kind of situation, the only person you can blame is the person looking in the mirror. Don't blame the person that propositioned you or the person you cheated on with. No, blame yourself in a situation like that because you let it happen. No is the most powerful word in the English language, and she didn't say no. She said yes, and bad things happened. And then we have this issue where she's saying, oh, all this is personal information, it's posted online and stuff like that. Well, yeah, it was. No shit, it was. But listen. That is blame shifting. If you make a mistake and you mess something up and you're messing up royally, like your marriage, and you blame the other person for it, that is blame shifting. That is a bad mental situation for you because you are not taking ownership of the fact you messed up. You're saying, well, he shouldn't have posted that stuff online. Well, hey, you know what? You created that stuff by creating the relationship. If you had just said no, if you had just blocked the message, whatever you had to do, the relationship and the cheating would not have got to that point. Don't blame shift. If you mess something up and you mess something up royally, like your marriage, it is your fault. There's always two sides to cheating. There is the cheater and there is the other cheater. It's as simple as that. It takes two people. You have to say yes, and that person over there has to say yes. It's not just his fault. It's your fault as well, because you both had to agree to it. And yeah, there may have been some issues on his side as well, because he should stop and think and say, hey, this person's married. Maybe I shouldn't hit the hornet's nest with a rock right now, because if I mess around with a married person, there's a good chance that bad things are going to happen to me. Have you seen the murder shows lately? You know what happens. Real bad things can happen when you mess around with married men and married women, because people don't like that kind of stuff going on. It's as simple as that. So a lot of crazy things happened here, really. She didn't say no. She should have said no and kept the pants on, basically. Come on. That's the first problem. The second problem this particular person has is that she's blame shifting. She caused the problem. I may be a little controversial with this one, but so be it. She caused the problem. The fact that he is now posting the stuff online, it isn't nice, I must say that, but you know what? It's Don't get yourself involved in something that you don't want to see all the way through. You should think about all the consequences when you do a thing like this. When you do a thing like this, think about, hey, what if this person screenshots all his messages and then posts them online? Maybe if I'm a famous individual, my career will be completely ruined by this. Yeah. It seems exciting, it seems fun at the time, but you have to do a game plan and think about everything that could go wrong in the future. If you're famous, especially if you're cheating on your spouse, there's a lot of things that can go wrong in the future. Trust me. Also, the average length of a marriage, both in the celebrity world and in our real world, is about 7.5 to 8 years. So think about that number for a second. What special thing happens at 7.5 to 8 years to make all these marriages fall apart? Probably, I would say, is that people get bored. Basically, they get bored. They move on past that point of where they got married. They get bored of their spouse. They get different jobs. Their careers maybe diverge. They maybe move to different countries. They may end up in a long distance relationship. A lot of different things may happen. So they grow apart instead of growing together over those 7 years. And then 7.5 to 8 years go by and they're really not in love anymore. They're in some kind of zombie marriage where they're just going through the motions. And when you're in a situation like that, it's very easy to cheat on your partner because you're looking for the excitement. You're looking to bring the excitement back. And if you're a shallow person, rather than bring the excitement back in your own marriage, what are you going to do? You're going to go off somewhere else and bring the excitement in from an external source, shall we say. That's just bad news. Really bad news. And then certainly in the celebrity world, people's careers basically depend on their external persona, shall we say. If you do something really stupid online, you're probably never going to work again. It's not like me and you where we can just take a regular job. If you're famous, if you're a famous actor or a famous actress, and you mess up, and if you mess up really good, nobody's going to want to hire you ever again. It affects your life. Especially these emotional decisions like cheating. If you cheat on your spouse, how is that going to affect your future career? We really don't know. And most of us living here in the real world, it doesn't affect our career. If we do something dumb like that, it's not going to affect our future career that much, unless you're in the military or something. But in the celebrity world, it may limit the parts you can play in the future. Or maybe people think of you as a cheater in the future and your movies don't sell anymore and you're just a product that can't sell on the screen anymore because you made a dumb decision. And I think also the guy that sent these text messages out and posted them online, he knew exactly what he was doing. Come on, that's blackmail. Okay, she shouldn't have done it, but the fact that he posted it all online, that's complete blackmail there. Yeah, he was a bad dude for doing that, I gotta say, and you should never really do that because those messages are confidential. That's between two people who are having a relationship, whether it's a good relationship or a bad relationship or cheating, it doesn't really matter. They were still personal messages and a personal conversation. You should not really take screenshots of that crap and just post it online. You shouldn't do that stuff. The fact that he's done it shows that he has very low moral standards, shall we say, but then we could have guessed that in the first place because he obviously knew he was cheating and he went ahead and cheated. And he was probably taking the screenshots in real time, I guess. So he'd take all his screenshots, so he has some ammunition. If this relationship, this fake relationship, this cheating relationship, ever completely fell apart on him, he's got some leverage there. He can start posting that stuff online. He can start a scandal up. He can start blackmailing her. So then he holds all the cards and she may never work again. She may be out of millions and millions of dollars because she can never work again because of all the stuff he's posted online. This whole thing is a complete swamp. that's happened over in the Philippines. It really is. Yes, it could have been prevented by some simple decisions like saying no and maybe working on your marriage rather than going outside your marriage and simple things like that. But it happened. And now it's happened. It is a complete mess and she has to clean it up, and she probably didn't know who she was dealing with, and who if this guy had some kind of bad intentions and was taking all his screenshots and was going to upload them anyway. If the relationship fell apart, and he was going to be using that as basically ammunition in case something fell apart, he would have a backup plan to ruin someone's life, which is not a very nice thing, but you're not really dealing with very nice people in this kind of situation. Anyway, that's it for me. I hope you liked this video. Click down there, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll be back soon. Thank you.